Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Critical and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Episode 5, I do believe, and we are going to be working here in the Nether for most of the episode today. I want to show you guys, I finished off these two towers, so this design that we did on the front in last episode is now copied all the way around to all the different sides. And I also extended the bridge, like the arch of the bridge all the way down over into that wall over there. I mentioned last episode that the design for the building that we're going for is kind of like a God of War Towers of Nine design. Kind of like it almost looks like two different towers that kind of meet in the middle at the top with like a big doorway, and there's a big rune on the middle, which we're going to try to do, because I was thinking about this when I was trying to come up with a design for this. My original pitch for this area was like a modern kind of area with a lot of like magical properties to it. So like the buildings were going to look modern, but all the surrounding stuff was supposed to look magical, and all the attachments were supposed to look magical, which is why I went with the different colors and stuff. But we haven't really done much else with that. Like I haven't done any crystals down below or anything like that. So I thought this would be a fun way to start bringing all that back in by doing some sort of rune up there. And I think I'm going to go with the creeper logo. I guess it's not really a logo, but we're gonna go with that for the actual design that goes on the rune. But before we jump into that, I want to show you guys over at the bookstore. I was able to write out a book kind of explaining all the pricing, and I've actually thrown a few books in there and got them all in place. So let's go check that out real quick, and then we will jump back here afterwards. Okay, but we are back over here at our beautiful shop that we built a couple episodes ago, and last we left off, I had done the interior for this building, but I hadn't put in any of the enchantments down or any of the books in place. I've got a few books in here now, but not too many. I still need to do some AFKing for some levels and get some enchantments in here. But I just want to show you guys what I wrote in the book. So I tried to make this as fun as I could. It is a lot of pages, but I'll kind of explain how this is. So firstly, on the first page it says, "Welcome to Critical's Enchanted Books Store. This book contains the prices for each level of each enchantment. The books are priced based on the top enchantment for each book. So for example, if the book is Efficiency 3 and Breaking 1, you only pay for Efficiency 3. So the way I've been doing it is whatever the first enchantment on the book is what I'm actually charging for. Anything else is free, because otherwise it would be crazy to try and figure out all those different prices. And then on each page, I've just listed the enchantment, what it does, and then how much that it is. And for most of them, I've done like a base price for like 2 iron ingots. And then if there's additional levels, it's +1 per additional level. So I think the highest priced book you can get is like 7 iron ingots. Like Efficiency 5 is 7 iron ingots. And that says Efficiency. I need to fix that. But yeah, so that's kind of how I've done all of these. And I don't think I signed the book. No, I didn't, so I can fix that. But that's kind of what I did here. And then, of course, all the different enchantments are in. I did ocean-related enchantments down this side, so tridents and fishing rods and stuff. Picks, tools, and then like bows are all down this side. And then the middle is weapons all the way until you get to about here. And then it's like armor enchantments on the back wall and stuff. So, and then the curses are right here. And I think I put soul speed, that's what it is. I put soul speed up here, which is a new enchantment coming in the next update. But I just want to show you guys that. There's no one's been over here yet because I just stocked it and I haven't announced that I've stocked it. So, and I doubt people buy from this very often because I don't think it's something people need too much, but I thought I'd just bring you guys over here and kind of show you what we've done there. So let's head back over to the Nether base and start building our entrance. Alright, so we're about to head into the Nether to check out the Nether base, but I just want to show you guys that I did get the cactus farm finished. I got it finished up last night, and nothing too crazy. There's 48 cactus in here, but it's just a very simple, like, not trapdoor, but Finscape farm, where they grow, break, pop off, fall in the water, and then it funnels them down into a chest. And I've gotten quite a bit from it already. I got 21 over here, and I've got at, I think, like 30 something over here. I set this side up first. I think it has a bit more. Yeah, almost 40 over here. So it's actually running quite quick, and I haven't even been here very much since I built it. So I'd say that's a pretty decent yield from that. But let's hop into the Nether, because I'm going to talk a little bit about the building that we're doing. I got kind of an outline for some of it in, and I'll probably be building most of it off camera, but I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what we're going for before we pop into it being finished, because otherwise it's going to be kind of jarring and confusing, I guess. But this is the thing we're going for. So, like I said, I mentioned the God of War design that we're going for, and I'm sticking to that. But I'm using granite as the front block, which is not something I've done in the rest of this base. The rest of the base has the color block as the backdrop piece. It's like kind of indented or hidden behind stairs and stuff. But in this case, it's actually going to be the opposite. The granite is actually going to be the forefront material, and then this stuff is going to backdrop that. And there's a gas somewhere yelling, but I don't know where. But so this is the design that we're going for. There will be a big door kind of arch here. This will mirror over here, and they won't actually connect. The door actually kind of extends up through. And then there's a rectangular kind of thing that sits on top of the entire building. I may end up having to carve the ceiling back a bit, but I'm hoping that there's enough space to do it without doing that. I do have to clear a lot of this little island over here, though. That's going to have to go. But basically, this is going to be this. It's going to be mirrored on this side as well. Oh. Whoa. That was an interesting spawning space for you. How did you spawn here? This is only 4 wide. I did get a ghast tear out of it, though. But this is kind of what I'm going for, and this is actually the reason that I built the base out of granite, like did a granite backdrop, because I knew I was going to need stairs and walls for this, so I needed a block that had stairs and walls, which redstone and gold and most of our other mineral materials do not have those options in vanilla. So I opted to go with granite, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks so far. I think that shape is a pretty good shape. The bottom here doesn't extend all the way because the door area is actually all the way up to here. These doors are going to be pretty big. It'll arch most of this area, so. But I think it's going to look pretty cool. And then, of course, the rune's going to sit about right there. And I'm not going with the creeper design like I originally intended. I saw another design that I want to try, a little stair pattern with some crystals behind it that I think is going to look pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and get a lot more of this building done. I'll probably try and get at least the towers finished up. And then we will jump back in once I'm a little further along. So I was able to get the granite outline of the building in place. I think this looks really, really cool. I didn't have to carve out too much of the ceiling. And it looks like I won't have to carve out any of the actual roof. I just had to get rid of a little bit of that terrain there, but it fits in this area pretty well, I think. It's massive, though. Like, it's huge, and I really like that. I think it makes it look really, really cool. And I think it'd be kind of cool to have other ones around somewhere. I don't know, I really like the design. But, obviously, I've only put the granite in, except for the little symbol there. Most of the rest of this is going to be filled in with nether brick. And I think I'm going to change this for a different material, perhaps polished granite or something else entirely. I'm not sure yet. I may honestly wait until blackstone is added and replace it with blackstone. Just have it be like quartz or something for now. I'm not sure yet. But most of this will be filled. So like from here, there will be a wall that connects from here to there. That'll kind of angle up like that. And there will be a wall on this side that connects from like there to up there kind of. That'll kind of, or sorry, to right there. That'll kind of angle in. So these will be like 2 individual towers that are kind of like slanted ever so slightly. So like it'll go like that and like that, and that'll kind of go all the way up. And then here, this is just like a flat roof that's going to stick out. And then at the top, there's the slightest little elevation of the roof. But nothing goes in the middle here. This is entirely open. And I don't think anything goes... There's some there's a wall here, like right on the back side of this, but there's nothing connecting this to this. So it's a little hard to explain, but that's, I think, the best way to do it. And then at some point I'll connect this little pillar here to either these sides or to this front medallion thing. I'm calling it a medallion. I don't know what else to call it. It's like a rune medallion thing. I don't know. But that'll connect in some way. Once we get everything else in place, I'll probably go back and do the small detail stuff like that. But that is all we're going to do on this for this episode. I'm actually going to call that there because I have a lot of nether brick. Like, that's a lot. But I'm fairly certain I'm going to need more. Whoops, I didn't mean to bring that up. I'm fairly certain I'm going to need more. And I want to make sure that I have enough before I get started on this and kind of plan out how this stuff's going to connect. So I think we'll finish this off in the next episode. But I want to head back to spawn. Actually, I need to grab some materials for the base first, but we're going to head back to spawn because I want to work on the area around the shop a little bit. Okay, so we're back over here at the shopping district, and I just wanted to kind of work out some of the kind of, I guess you'd say, palatable items, I guess. Just the kind of stuff that will be repeated throughout the whole kind of zone. So I came up with these little lamp designs. I think these are pretty cool. I definitely don't think there will be any, like, modern areas in the world, at least not anytime soon. I don't think that's really the direction we're going. This resource pack doesn't really, in my opinion, doesn't really work very well with the modern design. But, you can make it work. But, so I kind of I've tried to go for as close to modern as I think we'd be comfortable with doing in this area, because it's a very high-end area. Like, we've got the quartz, we've got the purpur, we've got the, lots of glass and stuff, stone brick lining the streets. So I thought that a little bit more expensive-looking lampposts would be good, and I felt like going with kind of a modern shape would fit into that pretty well. I have a couple of ideas for more buildings over here, not necessarily shops. I think we will do some more shops in this area, but I was thinking about some more kind of just like, I guess they'd still be shops, but just kind of like free stuff. Like, if I make a guardian farm, I can like have like a, prismarine shop, but not charge anything for the prismarine. Same with like gold or fish or anything else that I come up with that I just have like an abundance of from farms and stuff. I could put the extra stuff here in their own little shops. It gives me an excuse to build more really cool buildings like this. So I want to come up with kind of a consistent theme throughout here. Now, I don't know. I'm trying to decide between going with like this stone kind of terrain, because we are in a mountain biome, and between going with something a lot more grassy and kind of trying to pull it away from everything else. So I think we're going to switch this out real quick and just check out what the other would look like, just to kind of get a feel for our options here. I think if we go for a more grassy design, like a much more terraformed look, or landscape look, I should say, it'll look a lot more unique than the rest of the area. So I think that part's a good thing, but I want to see if we can do it right. So I'm going to run some grass along all 3 levels of this and just see how this looks for starters, in comparison to what was there. I do kind of like it. I think the non-flower bed areas definitely need to be replaced with stone if we do this. Like, this looks weird having this right here, but I think if this was all stone, this would look really cool to have like this one short zone that was just like, here, let's see. Replace some of this. Like, that's a little better, having it be the only thing here that's actually grassy. And then I just want to kind of overlay it with a bunch of, not vines or leaves or anything, but a bunch of smaller stuff like grass and ferns and such. And I think I have some bone meal as well, so we can get some of the taller stuff going in. Let's see. I don't know about flowers. I guess we could do flowers. What colors, though? Let's see. I think maybe, since it's a more expensive looking area, we go with whites. Kind of a mixture of the different whites here. Let me sleep real quick. Oh, I can't yet. The sun's about to set any moment now. Here we go. This is the one. Nailed it. First try. Yeah, I don't want to do too many flowers. I don't want it to be a too heavily flowered area, but I think a few thrown in would be kind of nice. Like we could do maybe like throw in one of these as well. Maybe like that. Just kind of scattered across a few here and there. And then for the most part, we'll do grass and ferns. Although I much prefer the grass to the ferns, so I'll probably stick with that for the majority of this. Let's see. Let's go like that, and then we'll replace one or two with ferns here. The ferns aren't bad, I just prefer the normal looking grass in this particular resource. And then let's go through and like every couple blocks do a taller one and see how that looks. I think that's nice. I think it's like subtle enough that it doesn't like pull your eye away from anything, you know. It's like backdroppy enough that I think it's fine. I don't know about this particular area isn't big enough for park benches or anything, but if we were to go for a bigger one, I want to work out a park bench design as well as kind of our last thing here. Let's see if I have any of the materials I need. Expensive area, spruce wood is usually a pretty good go-to for more expensive modern looking areas. Let's see. Let's get some. We'll try some trapdoors. Ooh, I don't like those already. We're only going to make one set of those. And then we'll try some signs as well. I'm trying to decide between a elevated park bench design. Like, the two general ones are like, there's this, which I feel is like pretty plain and boring, personally. And it's sitting like right on the ground, so I'm not too sold on it. But the other option is to go with something a little more, a little raised up like this, and then we add some sort of backing, like, let's see. Problem is you can't really put, like I can't put signs here without also putting them here. So I don't know if that's gonna work. It also looks really big. Like for a park bench, it does look huge. Let's see. I mean, if we did go for this, I just don't like the way that looks very much. What about like... Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on, I just got a great idea. Let's make some pressure plates and one more set of signs I want to try out here. That. And I didn't make enough pressure plates. I forgot it only makes 2. There we go. Or it only makes 1. I made 2 sets. I was thinking it would make 4. If we do this, can I place signs on... Well, it's not really what I wanted. Yeah. Oops. Did that again. WQD. Something like that, and I think that lets us change the bottom as well. So if we wanted to go with perhaps something a little closer to our original design, like... Oh, not that. If we wanted to go with something like this, we could put these up here and then be able to do our sign idea. Dang it, I keep placing it on top. So that's an option. Another option is if I do want to go with the trapdoors, I can do the signs on the side and then do like this. But that seems very, very bulky. That's a huge bench if we do it like that. That's massive looking. It looks comedic in size. So I think something like this is a little closer to what we want. And we can obviously do like front-facing stairs or replace this center one with like an upside-down stair maybe. And go with something like that. But that at least gives us some options. I wish I had a way to connect it. What if I just do like one of these and it connects? That looks weird. I don't know. I need to work out some stuff with that, but I think that's close to what I want. If I can just get the signs to not look like they're floating, that would be superb. But I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we will be finishing off the entrance to the nether base and hopefully, not gonna make any promises, but hopefully finishing up our map art as well. I'm gonna try to get that done too. I just have to get a bunch of ink and then I should be fine. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. I hope that you have all enjoyed and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.